Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time coming, welcome guys. We have so many things to talk about, and my help subscribers, thank you for always staying true with your girl. My name is Folashade Oluwatoyin Momo. So guys, at the last video that we did, we've been talking about the wedding planning, and it's going to be a series, as I said the last time. So we're continuing that today as well. So if you know that you will be interested in this kind of video, please stay tuned because I'll be right back. Welcome back guys. I think I stopped at when I told you guys I wore a wedding gown. Okay, this is the kind of wedding that I have. I had a traditional wedding, had introduction first, I did my registry, and it was like that. So I didn't go to church because I'm from a Muslim background. I'm going to share that my conversion story one day. So I didn't do white wedding because of my parents. I had to honor them, even though I love to go to church. But that was one of the reasons why I got a wedding gown and I wore it. So I'm going to go back to that story of the wedding gown. So I think I said in the last video that it's very important for you to know that there's some things that you won't need after the wedding. If you have the money, fine, beautiful, you can go ahead and get them with your money. But it's very advisable, even if you have the money, it's not necessary. It's something that you won't wear it again, except you have money to throw around, no problem. But if you're someone that you're looking for a wedding to be planned on a budget, then this video is really for you. So one thing I'm going to say is try and rent things that you know that is rentable as much as possible, except you are not a fan of renting things, probably things you need to wear on yourself, you don't want to rent. As far as I'm concerned, I'm someone that I don't like, I'm gonna pray on everything. So there is no reason to be scared or be afraid of like say, what if. So what I did, I make sure that, I think I talked about it last video, I leverage on friendship rather than looking out for you know, trying to just looking out for money. There's no money anywhere. So what I did is I leverage on friendship. Some of my friends that are into some things, and make sure that I patronize them. I'm not saying that you should go ahead and be looking for friends that they are not professional, or probably because they are professional and they're good at what they do, you won't even give them anything. It's not possible, it's not reasonable. So it's very important that you at least give them something depending on what the discount they want to give you. Some of them are not actually collect any money, while some of them will definitely reduce the money for you. So those are the things that you need to know about you know, leveraging of friendship and all. Another thing I would like to say is that like my let me start from my let me list them out now. I told you in the last video the things that are very paramount to me, the things that are very like essential to me, that I take as top priority as far as I am concerned. So every one of us, I know you have one thing or the other that you love. So like I said earlier, my makeup is one of the things that I love and I can't joke with. Even though I'm a makeup artist, I decided to, you know, allow my friend, which is also my person I learned from, to pamper me on that day, because I don't want to stress myself. It's not like I can't do my own makeup and look pink. I can, but I just want to, you know, be pampered. It is my day. I don't want any stress, especially when you're under stress, you start sweating and all, and I don't want that. So she didn't collect a dime from me through all my makeup. She was one that did my introduction makeup, she did my registry makeup, she did my wedding makeup, my traditional wedding makeup, and everything was beautiful, and she didn't collect a dime. She used all her products and I give it to her. Her name is Grey Makeovers Ifeoluwa. She did a very fantastic job, and I'm so grateful to her. Thanks to that, I leverage on friendship. A lot of people learned from me, a lot of people learned from her, and I'm sure they can't go back and like she should come and do free makeup for them. But because of the friendship and the kind of relationship that we've built over the years, it was easy for me to, you know, to access her, and she was able to do that for me. So if you know that you can do that, please go ahead and leverage on friendship as well. Another thing is my outfit. I told you guys I ordered all my outfit from China myself, because I also sell clothes on the gram. So I ordered everything. I was in comfort of my house and I ordered everything. Once the clothes arrives, I go to the warehouse and I pick it up, and that was it. One of other thing that I realized doing that is because, one, I don't want to be going about inside the sun because of my skin is very important for me, and also the stress of looking for. And another thing is to cut down maybe how the clothes is going to be common or whatever. So I cut out all those things, and all my clothes, they are so beautiful. I'm going to insert all the clothes that I wore that day. I'm going to insert it. Another thing that I did was, I'm talking about my clothes now. I'm still going to move to another thing. My wedding gown. A friend of mine, she's a colleague as well. She did her wedding over the last year December. No, is it last year? Yeah, I think it's last year November, yeah, I guess. So she wore the gown, and I'm like, and I think I watched the video. No. There's a lady. She's her name is Tokwe. She did she's one of the presenter on Your View, and I listened to what she did. She said when she was she said, I don't want to rephrase or start saying the story. Long story short, her ex got married, and she went for the wedding, and she saw the wedding gown that the wife wore, and she told the ex to please tell the wife to borrow her, and they did borrow her, and that was she cut down the cost on not renting or buying a wedding gown. So all those things is very important. So when I heard about the story, I'm like, wow. So I thought about my friend I just got married. We have the same like upper busts. My hop is quite small like hers, and she wore a ball gown. I'm like, perfect. If she had worn something that is straight, might not fit me, might not enter. But because she wore a ball gown, and I'm like, I don't have money, because all the gowns that I wanted to rent like 50,000, 60,000, and that's a lot of money for me planning my wedding. So I decided to just speak with her. And beautiful, she really went all out for me. Even when I returned the gown, she didn't even allow me to dry clean the gown. That's how, like, that's the kind of relationship that we've had together, and I'm so grateful for her. Thank you so much, Lady, and I'm grateful for you borrowing me your gown, and it looks so beautiful. I know a lot of people would think that I bought the gown or I rent the gown. I didn't rent, or I rented the gown. I didn't rent the gown. I got the gown for free from my friend, and I'm going to insert the picture also. So moving ahead, my husband's clothes, you know, men, they don't have stress. We went to the Meko market to get his suits and also his native attire, and that was it. So moving on to the very crucial part of event. It is very important, guys. This part I'm going to talk about is very important. You guys cannot overlook it. When people come to your wedding and they say that that wedding is so blah blah blah, they say this wedding is nice, it is because the food is in excess. It is because the food is enough. If you can't afford to feed people, please just call down your wedding guests. I told you, in everything that you do, if you're planning a wedding or any event, guys, your wedding guest is the one that determines a lot of things. So if you know that you can't afford to feed 500 guests, please do 200. If you can't do 200, do 100. If you can't do 100, do 50. People will be angry. Yes, they will. After your wedding, you already done the wedding, you just tell them, I'm sorry. You look for one story and give to them. Thank God there is COVID and there is a lot of protocols in having events now. So there are many reasons you can give to people. So it's very important that you cut down your guest list. So my wedding list, I told you, I think I talked about the introduction. Okay, if I didn't, we had an introduction a few weeks to our wedding, and it was a lot of money on us. So we just wanted to do something very small, because I thought about doing our intro in the morning of our wedding. If you can do it, if you're not going to church, it's very beautiful, and you know how to manage your time, it's going to be very nice. So you won't even have to cook twice. So what we did was, we thought about it that no, it's going to be a lot stressful, and people coming very early, like 7, it might not be visible. So we decided to do it 2 weeks before our wedding, and we planned for, the food that we made was for 50 people, but we were expecting 30 guests. Lo and behold, over 100 people came, and I'm not joking. If I get the picture, I'm gonna insert it as well here. So over 30 people paid, and it was a lot. So a lot of people did not eat. Even myself and my husband, we didn't eat. So I was like, and initially my husband and myself, we planned to cook together. My sisters cooking together. If your guest, I would advise that if your guest is not a lot, is nice. But if you know that you are going to have, especially when you are in Yoruba setting, whereby a lot of people that are going to come, you don't know them. You don't know a lot of people their parents are going to invite, mommy lagbaja, daddy lagbaja, you know, that kind of thing. So it's very advisable that you guys should cook separately so that each family can cater for their own people that are coming. So that was what we did. So because of that introduction, the way we saw that introduction, it was massive. We're like, no way, we can't cook together, we have to cook separately. So we did that. On my side we kill cow, on the side they kill cow, so there was enough meat. If you can't afford that, if it's only one cow that you guys can afford, guy, cook together and reduce your guest list. I'm saying this is going to help you a lot. So we cook separately and the food went round. Like there was enough food that even some of my friends were like, they ate twice, 3 times. Some were like, they were even announcing, who want to eat tuwo, who want to eat. We have different kind of meal, I'm telling you. And lo and behold, between all these things that I'm saying, when my husband and I wanted to plan this wedding, guy, we don't have anything. Like, we practically don't have any money. I am telling you, when you're planning wedding, I'm going to do a video on the pros and the cons, also having faith when planning anything at all. So it's going to be another topic after this one, because I don't want this series to be long, because I have many topics to talk about. So this particular one, I just want to shed more light. It's not like because a lot of people are like, your wedding is a societal wedding, this one Nigerian wedding, they carry the pictures, this and that, you use a big photographer. I also tell you another thing that I told you guys. Okay, let me just, because there's so many things I want to talk about. So about the food, and that was what we did, and the food was in excess, and it was a lot, and I'm so grateful. Another tip I'm going to share with you as the bride, if you have not heard about it before, it is very important that you do that. The caterers that is going to be cooking for your side or your husband's side of whatever, maybe it's 1 caterer, 2 caterers, make sure you speak to the caterer yourself. It is very important so that the caterer can give you guys food. I repeat, speak to the caterer, the bride and the groom together. If you guys are cooking separately, tell your husband to talk to the caterer that make a provision for takeaway packs or coolers that they can pack your food. I'm telling you, my wedding is clocking. It's going to clock. I'm sure by the time you're going to be seeing this video, my wedding is already 1 month, and we still have enough meat. Like, I've not bought meat. I'm not cooked. The only food I cook, maybe I just make pasta and stuff, but probably cooking soup. No, they gave us soup, they gave us a further stew, they gave us meat, they gave us vegetable soup, they gave us all the meals that they made that they know, like the soups, and they gave us stew, they gave us many things, so that our life can be a lot easier before I start going to the market or start cooking or anything. So it's very, very important for us to know. So please speak to them. You will not regret this advice. You won't, because as a newly wedded couple, you don't want to be going inside the market and start looking for what to eat or whatever. I've heard of stories that even the night of some people's wedding, they were looking for what to eat. It's not proper, big. So even when we're going to the hotel, they packed food for us to eat in the hotel, and the ones that they have packed for us on my side and my husband's side, we assigned it to one person to take it to our house to put inside the freezer for us. Do you understand? So by the time we're back from our honeymoon, it was there intact and everything was so beautiful. So that is that on the food aspect. So on the photography, I told you guys that there is some things that I feel like is very important to me, and I don't joke with it. So this is another thing that is very important to me. And I leverage on friendship. The person that did my makeup was the one that spoke to my photographer. So I didn't go ahead. I know if I had gone ahead directly to him, the price is going to give me, even later we started talking, he sent this price list to me. Guy, you don't even want to know. I can't afford it. Even my brother, we went to visit them recently, and was like, that pictures were clean. They were so beautiful that I was even thinking that it was like 500k that we paid. Guys, I can't even say the price I will give this guy. I can't, because if you want to hear the amount or want me to connect you to him, please DM me or send me a message on our Instagram handle, Aeriolo Game Makeovers. I'm going to put it in the description box, or chat me up, let me know so that I can send you the details of the photographer. But his name is Tiplum Photography. That is his name. But if you want to know how much he charged me, or you want to leverage on the on the fact that I spoke about him, I can help you speak to him, and he can, give you a bit, like a very nice discount. His pictures are really great, I can tell you that. So that's it. That's that about the photography. He gave me 2 frames, 2 albums, soft copy, the cinematography, the like that is a lot. He did my pre-wedding, like so many things I did for me, and I'm so grateful to you, T Plum. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for making my day so beautiful. That's that. So another thing is the bouncers that we got. I'm telling you a lot of things. So when you're doing wedding, don't wait. A lot of wedding that you see out there, most especially those celebrity weddings, a lot of them don't even spend their money. That is why it's good to have a good relationship with people. It's very good to be nice to them, stand by them when they needed you, so that by the time you have something to do, it will be easy for you to go and meet them, and they can also assist you in one way or the other. There are people that give us funds. God, people transfer a lot of money to our account, and it was awesome. It was mind-blowing. Without faith, no one can please God. We can't. So it was easier for us because we believed together, and God came through for us. So that's going to be another story, and I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of planning a wedding, and the challenges that also come along with it. So here I'm going to drop the curtain. Okay, before that, our MC was my husband's church member, and that's what he does, but we just leverage on that. Even the bouncers, I told you my DJJ was my cousin. The band was my friend's my brother's friend, and it collected a very really small amount of money for me. Like, even me, I know that it came to do it for me without me paying. So that was what happened, and it was awesome, guys. So in that pros and cons, I'm going to post our video of the wedding, the ceremony, things that happened that day, and all. Go. So guys, I'm sure that with the things that I've said in this video, you are going to make use of it, and it's going to be of help to you. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for always supporting your girl. God bless you. I love you. Subscribe, like. I don't know why you've not subscribed. Don't you like this fine face? Because of you guys, I did makeup today. I said I'm going to go all out. I even wear lashes. Haba. You must like, subscribe, comment, and share. Please let this video go around the world. Let it help people, because also when I was planning my wedding, a lot of videos like this also helped me. So I'm like, let me share my own experience too. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Bye.